Hey, 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 it's Mickey Day, back with a surprise stream again. Since tonight I got back a little bit early, I have some time, and I figured we could do a little bit more Lantern Rite, since why not? It's a fun, chill thing to do. Should be a pretty relaxing evening, so thank you for tuning on in. Let's get to it. Heading on back to Leeway. Since we kind of left off last time with our main story quest, we're going to pretty much pick up there.
Time for a nap. Oh, wow. Where did my sunglasses go?
And see what all is up with everybody. Because, we gotta catch up with Zhongli since we're here. Clearly important. And Miss Hu Tao as well.
Hey there! It's us again!
Hello, you two. I'm so sorry, but if you're looking for the director, I'm afraid she still hasn't returned.
Well, that's weird. She was certainly supposed to.
What? She still isn't back after 2 whole days?
Not exactly, but it's not unheard of. The director is unpredictable sometimes. She's been known to disappear for up to 2 weeks.
That's like
Okay,
a
well,
long time.
a couple of days isn't a huge deal. Hu Tao will be Hu Tao.
Right, but still feels a bit concerning, I think. It's coming! Oh, my guy! He's so fun. I played as him for a while. Here's my main DPS for a hot minute at the very start. Although I wasn't really using him as a DPS. He was doing most of my damage, though. Back when I didn't know what I was doing.
Oh, hey, Gaming!
It's cool to actually meet him in game. I don't think I've actually experienced anything that had him in it properly. Probably because he's, all tied up with Lantern Rite things.
So, what brings you here? Hold on! A delivery from the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor to Chenyu Vale? Is this for the Feiyun Commerce Guild by any chance?
He looks so startled. Oh my goodness.
No. We just ran into Singcho a couple of days ago, so he told us the news.
The goods are ready for inspection. This way, please.
Wait, Gaming! The last we heard, Baiju was still trying to figure out a way to help Singcho's great-grandfather. So, did it not work then?
That doesn't really sound like there's a lot of hope.
Ah, gotcha. Hey, Traveler, do you think we should go see Singcho? That doesn't sound promising.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, he's sure to know what's going on.
Though I'll admit it's kind of a depressing storyline to have happen at Lantern Rite that we've got coming up here. For Xingqiu.
Baiju, what are the chances? We were just about to go looking for you.
I was indeed. Traveler, there's a situation I need your help with. No, his condition is stable for now. This is a different situation. It's about Chi-Chi.
Oh no, not Chi-Chi.
Chi-Chi? What's wrong with her? Has she passed out too?
She still hasn't come back from her herb gathering trip. It was 2 days ago that she left, and she was supposed to return the same day.
Yeah, okay, that's a little long. Okay, we've got a lot of people going suspiciously missing. And the fact that both Hu Tao and Chi Chi are missing at the same time for about the same amount of time, I don't like it. What's she up to?
Oh, maybe all the mountain climbing slowed her down. Or maybe she got bored of work and turned it into a vacation.
Given Chi-Chi's unique condition, we always make sure to write the agreed return time in her notebook.
Yikes! Has this ever happened before?
But I'm guessing nobody's taken it yet, or you wouldn't be looking for us.
But I've dealt with many adventurers in the past, and they don't always fill me with confidence. So I'm not comfortable leaving the search for Chi-Chi to them alone.
What? What do you mean haunted? Okay, so they're like definitely probably at the same place, huh?
In short, right now, you are the only person I feel I can trust completely. Wu Wong Hill in the Chingsa Mountain Range.
Yeah.
Chingsa again, huh?
As anticipated, everybody's all in one spot.
Indeed, it's looking increasingly likely that something untoward has happened up there. I saw 2 new patients yesterday. Their symptoms were identical to those present in Timaeus and his lordship.
Yep, finding Chi-Chi is the #1 priority right now. We'll update you as soon as we can.
Thank you both. I'm counting on you.
Off we go on an adventure to see which of our missing humans we can find, I suppose. Since they've all gone separately missing. I think there's a coin up here. Let's go and get it, shall we? Success! Okay, we're not gonna walk all the way over there. That's like a long ways. We'll use a waypoint. And then do some walking from there. Though I have a feeling they might just be located vaguely near the suspicious ruins that are happening down there. There's an awful lot of them. And I feel like if anyone were to go missing around here, or down there, that's a suspicious hole cave. Hello. Sorry to drop in.
Fulfill our pact! Suffer the wrath of the light of the blazing sun!
Oh. Really does feel a little bit unfair to bring up weekend against some random hilly churls. But you know, it's fine.
Score! Let's see what's inside.
Okay. We need to go up. Not the double frip. Oh. Okay.
Is it just Paimon, or is this place creepier than ever? Paimon really hopes Chi-Chi's okay.
Yeah, I see what they're talking about with the ghosts. Oh. Shiny hilly churls. That's fun. Hello.
Let the mountain's veins boil!
We're just gonna not. Hey, please switch, thank you. Oh, there's more. They keep happening. How rude. Why am I stuck? Go. Thank you.
Closing in. Swift as the swallow. Look! It's another one of Lan Yan's rattan figures. Does that mean she's been here?
Uh-huh. Okay. Like I suspected, they're in the same spot.
Just what are they up to? here to go ghost hunting.
Well, I suppose if we're lucky, they'll be in the same spot and be the only thing that happened to each other, but somehow I highly doubt that, considering how long they've been missing.
The people from the Adventurers Guild did say Wuwang Hill was haunted. Hutown knows all about ghosts, and Lan Yan's rattan figures have all those witness sigils on them. So she must know what she's doing too. One second. Oh, okay. Hear Paimon out. Chi-Chi's a zombie, so her joints are stiff. That means she can't run too fast, and so she must have gotten kidnapped by a ghost.
I don't think so, Paimon.
All right then. Well, let's keep looking for clues. We'll see who's right soon enough.
Oh? Nothing yet, huh?
Huh? What was that sound?
Oh.
Ah! Ghost incoming!
Oh! It's Yulan! Unexpected.
Yelan! What are you doing here? We were told this place was haunted. Well, guess it kinda was, just not by ghosts apparently. But we have to find Chi-Chi! She went missing around here and she could be in danger.
No, you think she's gone somewhere else? But where? Why did they all vanish? Why hasn't she come home?
Huh. What makes you so sure?
Okay, so we're trying to investigate the illness. At least, like, it seems like there's a broader group on the thing focused on the problem. Because it does seem to be a consistent problem across the board, more so.
Baju noticed that too. He's convinced that something's up in Chinksa village.
Really? Okay. I mean, I'll buy it. It's all misty spooky.
Huh. The plot thickens. Probably. If only we knew where the heck they'd gone.
Oh? What a helpful, assistant to have here, then.
Really? So where are they?
What do you mean difficult to reach? That's not very helpful. Yolan, you were supposed to help us break the case. Come on.
Why?
Really? Come on. So unhelpful. Now we're getting all sidetracked.
What are you gonna do?
Okay. Well, they are together. Not sure if that's good or bad yet. We'll see. I suppose. Oh! A tiny child. Interesting. Just gonna follow this wispy. Up. This feels like the exact right place you would want to follow a will-o'-the-wisp in, or would end up, and then get horribly lost. We haven't technically gotten lost yet, I suppose, but we are going quite a ways. Just gonna mark that quest here before it gets too far away and hides on me. Oh, we can come back and do it another day. My goodness, how far are we going here? Oh, humans. We're gonna not interact with them though, because that's the start of a
There's a lot of good stuff in here. Wanna
proper
split it?
quest.
Just kidding. You can take
I
it.
think that's her story quest, is in this area. Betcha. Okay, let's go and meet with Madame Ningguang. With any luck, she'll simply be wanting to enlist our help. In something or other. But I suppose we'll have to see. Gonna get sidetracked and go find this coin here. While we're at it, where is it? Like right underneath me. That doesn't. Ah, it's in the house. Delightful. Oh, think we're on the wrong side of the wall, but that's cool. Beto's here. We are really getting everybody. Everybody we've ever met. That's a steep price hike. Makes sense, but oof.
Ahoy there, Captain Beto!
Paimon. Uh-huh. Okay. I wondered.
What?
Bye then, I suppose. uh, sounds about right. Is this to do with the chasm? This sounds like it's to do with the chasm.
Been where? Where's there? Border? The border? That border?
Uh-huh. Well, that's not good at all, is it?
Whoa, whoa, whoa! When did you find out about the border? Wait, and how did you know we'd been there before? Oh, right. Literally your job to know that kind of stuff. Fair enough. Good job.
Right, we know about that. Okay, so she's got a better idea then of the basics, at least at the start. Helped you guys narrow it down. And of course she went there to investigate, potentially without bringing adequate backup, as it seems. That would make sense, especially since we found only physical evidence of any of them. Nothing
If
more.
Tao can't get out, there must be something seriously wrong. Of course! If our friends are in trouble, we'll help however we can. But there's one problem. Last time we went to the border, Hu Tao led the way. We don't know how to get there on our own.
Gotta go find Xiao.
Oh, Xiao, of course!
Naturally. Okay, is she coming with us then? That'll be fun. Have a companion. Although, perhaps not. No, she's not coming. Boo! Wanna travel with a friend. That still leaves one left. Right, and if Xiao's occupied with us, then that leaves her. Oof. Okay, so we're at least kind of doing something related to the chasm. Although, that's a nasty place to go back into. And of course, there's still 4 more left to deal with, too. You gonna answer that one, Ning Wong? Because, like, from what we've heard, it definitely does. Oh, okay, so we're just ignoring that fact for now, I guess. Great. It's never a recipe for disaster. Couldn't possibly be a problem. Um. Oh. Okay. Boo. Fine, we'll have to go and fetch Hu Tao. Oh, this is the problem with having all the story quests open. Fine, we shall go and get her, and then we'll go and get her again. Because that's not complicated at all. Let's see. So her quest, we're gonna have to find it separately. I don't know what it's called. Okay. I guess. There she is. Off we go to see if we can capture her. Of course, this might mean we have to play her entire story quest before we can move on here, but I'm hoping that that's not the case. Hopefully. But I guess we'll see. It is kind of funny, though, that we're immediately back in the same place we were.
Director! There's a ghost after me!
Oh? Don't get too excited. These are clients, not ghosts.
Well, I hope we're not clients. I don't really want to be her client. At least not yet.
Exactly! We said we're not ghosts. Why won't you calm down and let us explain?
Well, you are floating, Paimon. It's an understandable assumption to make with how pale you are.
Although, clients doesn't seem quite right either. Forgive me. This is one of our new undertakers, Meng. It's his first time working a funeral, so of course he's afraid of his own shadow. Funeral. Oh, the a consultant there. They deal with this stuff a lot, right?
Oh, you know Zhongli? Well, that saves me a lot of explaining. I'm Hu Tao, the current director of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, responsible for, well, trifling matters having to do with immortality.
That's one way of putting it, but alright.
A satisfying trade to be in, though, and Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is well known around town. Whatever the request, I'd be glad to hear it.
Yeah, if we were looking for Wangshan Funeral Parlor's help, this is hardly the place we would come to.
Ah, but you see, I wasn't referring to clients in the business sense. Everyone who enters this mortal realm will be a client of mine.
She's not wrong, but like, does make her a bit odd to talk to, doesn't it?
Sooner or later.
Well, that's dark.
Wangsheng Funeral Parlor welcomes advanced reservations. When you choose us, you'll never have to worry about what might be around the corner.
She is really going hard with the sales pitch, too. My goodness.
But be sure to book the right date. Pro tip, it is a living nightmare trying to get flowers at short notice.
I don't think that works with normal cases.
Speaking of dates, if you're struggling to decide, please do come and talk it over. I'd hate to see you still alive and kicking when your big day comes.
Whoa! Slow down! That's... There's a lot to unpack here.
You'll have to excuse her. The director is a rather unique individual. Allow me to explain.
You know, it's his first time at a funeral, but like, if that's true, I wonder how many times he's already had to explain for her, because clearly he's practiced at it.
We'd heard that there'd been some supernatural activity at Wuwang Hill. To restore calm here, we performed a funeral ceremony. It went very smoothly. According to the director, we shouldn't be expecting any more issues in the near future.
Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, Wuwang Hill, funeral. What more is there to say? These three belong in the same sentence. You two, on the other hand, have no business coming to Wuwang Hill. You being here is not normal.
Maybe your understanding of normal isn't quite normal.
I mean, she's not wrong, Paimon. Like, this is a weird place for us to be existing in right now.
Adventure? You must hail from the Adventurers Guild. Then you are one of our distinguished clients. Wood, to be precise.
Wood? What do you mean?
She's talking coffin materials, isn't she?
That's just how we gauge our clients' importance. We have 4 levels: wicker, bamboo, wood, and marble. The higher the grade, the better we'd like to get to know you.
Uh-huh.
But I've just only heard of this.
Well, that's because I only just thought of it. Oh, don't look so shocked. Oh, take a look. Our adventurers spend the whole day scaling mountains, clearing domains, and smiting enemies. Danger and peril are their bread and butter. Clients like these deserve better treatment. Taking an interest in their daily lives will ultimately benefit not only them, but also me. Oh, touched a nerve, did I? I'd have thought any adventurers who dare come here would be used to conversations like this. Anyway, I have a favor to ask. Recently, Wangsheng Funeral Parlor has been trying to strike a business deal with the Adventurers Guild. With you acting as an intermediary, it would be so much easier. Let me think what I could offer you as a reward. Or perhaps there's a favor I could do in return?
We're looking for someone. We've asked a lot of people, but nobody seems to have a clue where they are.
This seems like something right up my alley. I can even inquire with the ones who no longer speak for you. You see? Helping me will be worth your while. Come on then, my able assistants. Let's get down to Liyue Harbor and do some business.
When did we become your assistants?
Oh, and we agreed to do something for her, Paimon. Don't worry about it. It's all fine.
Wangshun Funeral Parlor.
We allowed to do the rest of our quest now? Maybe? Maybe, maybe. Aha!
The ones who no longer speak?
Maybe? Yes! Fantastic. Gotta go find Zhao. It's very important, you know.
Xiao, you're already here! We'll be fine! Danger's never stopped the traveler before, has it?
Thanks for worrying, I guess.
Exactly! Plus, we made a promise to Ningguang.
I don't know if this is a lack of faith in us or like just a trying to keep us safe thing. Either way, I'm like a little bit offended.
What? Are we not good enough?
It's a protective thing, isn't it? Aw, I guess that's sweet.
Oh, so you're just worried for her safety. Wait, but she has extensive experience in battle too. Come on, think of something.
Not playing the Zhongli card. Oh, poor Zhao. Sorry, buddy.
Huh? What do you... Oh, yeah. So, this is a protective talisman that Zhongli gave us. It even has the symbol of Rex Lapis on it. See?
That wasn't even a lie. Like, no part of that was untrue. But Paimon's, like, so bad at saying things that are even borderline untrue that, like, it sounded like a lie.
He said we'd better get Hu Tao back, safe and sound, or there will be consequences.
Lack of enthusiasm. Consequences. Yeah, okay. I'm glad he can see through her, because she's so bad at that. So bad. Boo. I mean, he did give it to us. That wasn't a lie.
Oh, drat! Zhongli swindled us! Oh, so that's what this is about? You're worried that you won't be able to rescue us if something bad happens, huh? Paimon can understand, but still. Right! Hu Tao understands the border better than anyone. Without her, no one has a clue how to handle this situation. Yep, that makes us the second most experienced border goers after Hu Tao.
He's been technically convinced, I think, although he doesn't seem very enthusiastic. Oh boy, here we
Whoa, that
go.
was fast. So, do you know the spell to open the border?
Oh, he's in super magic state.
That was amazing. So you can see Fetter?
Oh. Alright then. Bye. Okay. Oh, look at him. He's very... Ooh. That's so pretty. What does that do? Izumi. Okay. Where are we going? Ah, here. Oh. Oh, shiny. Okay. Nope, that's not it. Oh, he heals himself? I know literally nothing about Xiao or his playstyle, so, you know, there's that. Okay, so this is going kind of this way-ish. Oh! I knew he did big hops.
Worthless.
And he sure does. I don't know how I feel about that. Like, it's kind of fun. The zoop, boop, boop. Haha. Whoa.
Looks like it was Fetter you saw back there after all.
Oh. Oh. Whoa. What did he just do to us?
Huh? What did you do?
Looked like a symbol and then our eyes went all glowy. Did he let us see the fetter? Is that what that was? Yep. Okay. Nice.
Thanks, Xiao. You've thought of everything. Back in a jiffy.
Promise we will be. Off we go. Okay. Level 88. Okay. Well, you know, if we're looking for survivability in a team, I feel like this one's got it in spades. So we'll probably be fine. Right? It'll be fine. Decent mix of elements too, so hopefully, you know, we can fight anything we encounter.
Paimon kinda recognizes this place from last time, but something feels different.
What's the T thing? Oh, it's Xiao's super magic powers. I see. Can kind of follow them around and through here. Yes, I see that. Okay.
Letting brave names echo. Fly. Get to work. You two. Time to end them.
Oh. Well, all right then. Ooh, a little baby treasure chest. How cute.
The path ends here. Should we jump down? Isn't that how we did it last time?
I guess so. I mean, it's a pretty location that we're kind of wandering around in, I suppose. So at least there's that.
Huh. We're nearly at the end, right? How come we still haven't found them yet? Also, it's kind of hard to tell that there's been a huge disaster here. It seems just as serene as last time. Maybe try using Xiao's ability.
Oh.
Hey, that's one of Madame Lan's rattan figures! It just ran away! Let's go after it!
Hey, come back, little thing. That's enough of that. It's running away from me. Oh.
The rattan rattan figure is covered in feather. How did that happen? Let's see if there are any more.
Apparently they were hiding in the smog. Is there anything else around here that's... Looks like just this way.
Closing in. For ills be gone. Fulfill our pact.
Rise with the sun! Rev the engines!
Oh, there's a thing here. There we go. I did. Did we release a doll or not? Guess there's... Yeah, okay. There it is. Got you. Go hide in the lamp, sir.
Why would Madame Lan leave her rattan figures here? It's like she's using them to cast some sort of spell. Well, if there's two, Paimon bets there's gotta be more.
Agreed, I just don't know where. Ah, that way. That was definitely not lit up last time we were here. You're clearly leading us here in an order. Because, you know, I checked, because that was a suspicious looking pillar. Got you. It's kind of like just wandering around trying to catch them. I don't know why we have to catch them. Do they not want to be in the lamps? Are we forcing them? That seems a bit sad. Oh, things are happening. Oh, we've moved.
What's going on? Where is this? Oh, is this what the border actually looks like now? It's horrific.
Yeah, that is all kinds of messed up. Ooh.
Ready to jump again?
Certainly not as pretty anymore. It was very nice before this. Oh, look, it looks all dead. Oh no. But it's Chi-Chi. I think we might have found our friends.
Focus on my voice, Chi-Chi. You are not feeling sleepy. You are the most awake person in the whole world. Even if everyone else falls asleep, you are going to stay wide awake. Even so, it doesn't really solve anything.
Well, with any luck, we might be able to assist.
Fight it, Chi-Chi. Fight it.
Oh, that woke her up. My gosh, Tao. I mean, like, I get you're scaring her to help her, but my goodness. Poor girl.
Drat! Hu Tao, we've got a problem. Somehow they've broken through my illusion.
Well, no. Calm down. It's fine.
Don't be afraid, Chi-Chi. We'll protect you.
Hotel, Madame Lan, Chi-Chi! Oh, thank goodness we finally found you.
You frightened me for a second. I thought my illusion had been undone by a bunch of monsters. How did you find this place?
Wow, so Hotel really planned ahead. She knew someone would come after her.
It's not as simple as that. This place is changing constantly. Director Who has found the exit plenty of times, but it would always close before we can get to it.
Right, because it's in such a disrupted state. So what, we have to fix the disruption first?
Don't worry, we've got you covered.
Oh no.
They must have sensed the new way out.
We'll have to take them down. Oh, goodness, we've got a whole party here. Oh gosh, we really do. I don't really know.
Swift is the surprise. Opening box of Adepti tricks.
Oh. Hydro Traveler, huh? We're going freeze. I guess. Alright then. What do you mean? Is this bad or is this good, this portal condition thing? Kind of seems like it might be good. Okay. Alright. I think that means we've succeeded. We were supposed to defend that.
You see, Xiao? Told you we'd be fine.
Feels like we don't need the ominous red ticking down with, and it's a good thing our time's almost up. Just a thought.
Excuse me, sir, but are you the legendary conqueror of demons?
Oh. Someone's a fan. Oh, good. A hole. What? What? Okay, sure. Oh, poor Chi-Chi. Okay.
There's clearly something special about Chi-Chi. If I'd absorbed that much Fetter, I don't think I'd still be around to tell the tale.
Well, she's a zombie. There's that.
Well then, let's get her to Boo Boo Pharmacy, shall we? Oh, true. We shouldn't keep Ningguang waiting any longer. She's probably as stressed as a slime in a hot spring by this point, right?
Well, that's not a term I'd use, but okay.
Okay, well, we can discuss that later. Let's just head back.
Certainly not a term I've ever heard applied to anyone yet before, but I mean, I guess it depends on the slime.
Paimon thought you'd be super anxious having to wait for us here at Eugene Terrace, but you seem as calm as ever.
Certainly looked bad,
Huh?
just visually.
So this isn't the first time? I've never heard of this happening before.
Right, it's significantly worse than it ever has been before.
You're thinking about Natlan, right? It did feel kind of similar, but not exactly the same. Is Leela's border anything like the Night Kingdom in Natlan?
Okay. Right, that makes sense, I guess, but if, we kind of messed with the border elsewhere, maybe Leeway's also feeling some repercussions.
No wonder so many people have been aging faster than normal.
Then what should we do now?
Wait a second. That Gates method you mentioned. Are you talking about the one from the sanctification of Tao Du?
Right. Still not a fan of the fact that, you know, uh, somebody ends up having to sacrifice themselves. Don't love that for us.
Do-over? You mean make a whole new border? And the seven? What do you mean, obfuscate?
As in, disappear from the ley lines completely, never to be seen again, taking the banished evil along with them.
So someone has to die for this to work? But you can't seriously be considering this.
Well, obviously not, but I suppose it's a decent enough guess. Yeah, that's a face of disbelief right there.
Huh? There was a disaster at Wuwang Hill? What happened?
Some sort of natural disaster, wasn't it? There used to be a village there, but then there was a flood or something. Took a lot of lives, and all the survivors moved away. But that doesn't explain how Wuwang Hill became the dark and gloomy place it is today. Maybe there was more to it.
I suspect so, considering Hu Tao was specifically asked. I don't know that I buy that.
Sounds good. If we're all done here, I'd better get going too.
Wait, Lan Yen. Paimon meant to ask. How did you know where to find Hu Tao? Did you already know something was wrong with the border?
Oh, that. Yeah, I definitely owe you an explanation. Why don't you meet me at the Adventurers Guild later? I just need to write a letter to my family first. I want to let them know I'm fine. And I also have some questions I want to ask them.
Alright, then we'll see you at the Adventurers Guild.
Fair enough, I suppose. Although I would certainly like an explanation pretty quickly here. Oh, apparently we got close enough.
Paimon! Over here! Perfect timing. I literally just posted my letter. Anyway, back to your question. Let me guess. You're probably thinking I predicted the border crisis with some kind of mysterious magic.
I mean, like a little bit, yeah.
Well, yeah. Aren't the lawns of Chen Yu Vale all experts at Chiman divination or something?
No, that's simply not true. Yes, the Chiman arts have been practiced in my clan for many generations. And yes, Wind Reader is listed as one of our ancestors in the genealogy, but my family are only distant relatives. We branched off from the main family line long ago. By my grandpa's generation, the only Chiman he knew was a few parlor tricks. Put it like this. My grandpa makes a living telling fortunes in Yilong Wharf, but I'm making more than him just selling my handmade arts and crafts.
Huh. So why exactly did you come to look for Hu Tao?
Because Grandpa's readings have gone sideways recently. The romance and career fortunes are doing okay, but when it comes to longevity, everyone's readings suddenly saying they only have a few years left to live. It gave Grandpa quite a fright.
Hey, yeah, understandable why you're freaked out. My goodness, that's bad.
Fearing backlash from his clients, he closed shop and shut himself away at home, trying to divine an answer to the strange readings. But after days and nights of divination, the only clue he got was Wangshang Funeral Parlor. Right around that time, I happened to receive an invitation from the Ministry of Civil Affairs to organize a street fair. So I figured I might as well drop by the funeral parlor to see what Director Who might know about all this.
Oh. Wait, so your grandpa's divinations were correct all along, weren't they? The longevity readings were affected by the border crisis, and Wangsheng Funeral Parlor was the answer, because they can fix it!
It's certainly looking that way. Apparently every soul in Liyue is now living under the creeping shadow of death. But so far, we are the only ones in the know. Wait, that's the one I left at Miss Yingar's shop. It's actually a product of genuine Chiman art. It's engraved with an exorcism sigil to absorb inauspicious energy in their owner's place, so they won't come to harm.
Uh-huh. Okay. Sure.
I had no idea you'd been holding on to it all this time. I guess it was meant to be. You're more than welcome to keep it if you like.
Aw. A gift.
When I first arrived at Liyue Harbor, I passed by a large house and felt a chill go down my spine. So I made a rattan figure and gave it to the young master there. Later on, I also sensed something similar around Timaeus, so I made another one and left it at Scent of Spring. Then I followed Director Who to Wuwang Hill, only to find she'd disappeared without a trace. While I was searching the area, I found Miss Chi-Chi. She was stuck in some kind of crevice, and she seemed to be blocking something from coming through.
Oh my goodness, the series of events is utterly ridiculous.
When I tried to pull her out, we both got pulled into a cold, dark place, which I soon discovered was the border. We wandered around aimlessly for a while, until we ran into Director Who. She'd lit some incense and was burning Feder left and right with a flaming staff. But there was just too much. There was no way she could hope to get rid of it all. Worse still, the Feder blocked off the way we'd come in, trapping us inside. Thank...
Whew, what an ordeal. Still, your family sounds more impressive than you let on. Didn't you use some kind of illusion magic in the border?
Yes. Actually, that and the rattan figures are things I learned from one of my cousins in the main branch of my family. She's been practicing the Chiman art since she was little. She's also the one I posed some questions to in my letter back home.
Uh-huh. Okay, so about the method then, that everyone's theoretically thinking of using.
Wow! Good guess. Yes, I want to know for sure whether sacrificing one of the participants is a necessary part of the method or not. I figured she might know.
Huh? But Hutao already told us it won't come to that. She said we just need to make sure the person can withstand a strong blast of Feder.
Right, but like, let's be honest, she also sounded like she was making that fact up.
I certainly hope that's true, but I can't help but feel uneasy about it. I haven't known Director Hu for long, but I get the sense that she prefers to keep the truth bottled up sometimes. Sure, she talks a lot, and isn't afraid to broach dark and uncomfortable topics, but she really hasn't said much in the way of her own private thoughts. It's like she's already got a plan, and is keeping it to herself.
You mean, you think she lied to us?
I wouldn't call it lying per se, but remember when the Tianquan asked about the incident at Wuwang Hill from a decade ago?
Yeah, she got all kinds of weird about that.
Yep. Hutao said that it doesn't have anything to do with what's happening now. Are you saying they actually are related?
I just heard that there was a flood. But given everything that's going on, I think it likely had to do with the border as well. That would at least explain the strange weather going on at Wuwang Hill. I remember my cousin saying that around that time, the Wangsheng funeral parlor set up an altar on top of the hill. I just assumed it was for a funeral. But now, I can't help but wonder if it was some sort of ritual to try and fix the border. Anyway, the ceremony was hosted jointly by two former directors of the Wangsheng funeral parlor, namely Hu Tao's father and grandfather.
Okay.
Oh, really? Hutao's never mentioned her dad to us before. How strange. So you think there's more to this story, huh?
Yeah, but since she brushed it aside when the Tianquan asked her about it, I don't see how I can broach the topic. I've only known her for a few days.
Huh? You think we should ask her about it? But she's never opened up to us about family stuff before. What if she shuts us out? Alright, let's go find her and take it from there.
Gotta see what we can figure it out. Oh. Not again.
You again. Look, I told you, we're not interested in the kind of cooperation you describe.
Come on, there's no reason to get upset. Look, one of your members is an avid supporter of my proposition. Oh, since our last negotiation, I've come up with a new proposal, which I think you'll find has far more benefits for you. First things first, Wangsheng Funeral Parlor will prioritize the Adventurers Guild requests above all others. You'll also receive 100 of our signature wooden coffins for free, together with your first order. That's not all. We also provide an on-site cadaver collection service covering almost all regions in Liyue. Now, we do charge a slight premium for a very small number of especially dangerous areas, but don't you worry about that. I promise you, it's still very affordable.
Goodness, the enthusiasm coming off of her.
I don't think you're hearing me.
Okay, all right. I get it. You want to bargain a little more, but our offer as it stands is already quite a good deal, don't you think? Just think about it. An adventurer's life is full of unexpected threats. It's only natural to take precautions. Mend the roof before it rains, as they say.
Yeah, no. I'm not so sure that saying applies in this context. Speaking of precautions, I'd rather focus on keeping my adventurers safe in the first place. It's time for you to go. I have to attend to other matters.
Oh, wait, hold on. What would you say to a group discount? 30% off for parties of 10?
Director, please, you did your best. We don't need another clash with the Millilith.
She really does run around just getting into trouble, doesn't she?
If Paimon understood all that correctly, it seems like she's trying to sell them the funeral parlor services.
Yeah, nothing left to do here. Let's go back to Wangsheng Funeral. Rejecting a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. It's their loss. Some things are inevitable. It's only a matter of time.
Aw. Fine. We're just basically gonna have to do her whole story quest, huh? That's like mildly unfortunate, if only just because of the time limits, but that's alright, I suppose. I've been meaning to get around to it for a little bit. We'll just end up doing it today. There are weirder things.
Seems like the old ways are the most reliable after all. Mung, are you done preparing our promotional materials?
My apologies. I'm only about halfway through. Do you really think they will be effective?
Trust me, they're going to work wonders. This marketing strategy has been used by Wangsheng Funeral Parlor for generations. Clients in need come to our door and write down their commissions on blank wooden tiles. Then they squeeze those inside the parlor through the crack under the door. I fulfill the requests written on each tile to make sure our clients are satisfied with the service, no matter if it's an obituary, cremation, or funeral that they seek. Although, it is a bit of a hassle with the constant back and forth. If only we could burn them by the batch.
No, Director, I'm not asking about the wooden tiles themselves, but about the special offer they advertise.
Wangsheng Funeral Parlor should keep up with the times. Just think about it. If we don't attract new clients, we'll be left with nothing, won't we? Business development is a crucial element of every prosperous enterprise. I've been trying various marketing strategies ever since I became the director.
I feel like that's not necessary. Like, are there even other options? I haven't heard of one. So far, you seem to be the only choice. Like, you just kind of have to wait.
I put up posters just like all the other shops, but the Millilith promptly removed them.
Uh-huh.
Organized the Wangsheng Visitors Day, but no one showed up.
Maybe that's a sign you should stop.
Well, that doesn't come as a huge surprise.
And finally, I discovered that the traditional ways are the most reliable after all. I took inspiration from the wisdom of previous directors. So now, I go from door to door looking for people and organizations willing to cooperate. Just like during our visit to the Adventurers Guild. That's what I mean by business development. The other method I'm trying is using the wooden tiles as coupons. Just by writing things like, buy one, get one free for the holder of this tile on them.
What do they buy and what do they get?
Oh, Paimon, don't ask that question.
A solid and durable second home, of course.
That means a coffin.
Well, they may not need it right away, but they can be sure that when they do, it will still be as good as new. It won't start deteriorating before you finish doing so yourself. That's the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor quality guarantee. All right, Mung, keep adding those special offers to the wooden tiles. The future of our business depends on it.
I'm still not sure this will work.
Oh, I get it. You think that our special offer is not comprehensive enough, right? It is true. I was offering all kinds of great benefits to the Adventurers Guild because they are a new client. But in doing so, I neglected my old clients. You're right. It's unfair. Let me do some market research. Wait here, my faithful assistants. I'll be back with you in a moment. It shouldn't take too long.
Paimon already told you we're not your assistants!
I think you need to give up, Paimon. I don't think we're gonna get out of that one.
Guess we got dragged into somebody else's business again. Let's look around while she's away.
Oh, can we get out of here? Apparently not.
You must be the director's new hires.
Not us. We're just very curious about Wangsheng Funeral Parlor and Hu Tao.
Well, I wouldn't get too curious if I were you. Too much knowledge isn't good for ordinary folk. The director is tactful when it comes to what should and shouldn't be known.
Tactful?
Yeah, that's not how I would put it, but I guess she is good at avoiding certain things, I suppose. Technically.
If we're content to settle for just seeing people off, how can we give them a sense of really having gained something?
But that's a tough feeling to convey in this industry.
Precisely the problem. If we can't get that feeling across, then how will we get return clients?
Return clients?
That's not okay, whatever.
We should get going. Let's go find Hu Tao.
That's settled then. Write it like this. Wangsheng Funeral Parlor Bumper Sale. Buy one, get one free. Buy two, get three free. More for your Mora.
Again, that, oh boy. All right. Well, that's something, isn't it?
I love it. Better than all that lifeless brochure stuff. We want people to feel warm and fuzzy.
But director, isn't Lifeless the name of the game in this industry?
Don't think too hard about it, Mung. We need to just accept reality.
That's old hat. We're opening up new ground.
Why does Wangsheng Funeral Parlor need to open up? Yes, director.
Oh, he's learning. Good job, buddy.
Poor guy's given up.
Right, we should get going. I am not letting new business escape us.
We? As in us.
Of course.
Who else? Do you see anyone else around here? Oh, well, you probably wouldn't see them if there was.
Stop adding little afterthoughts like that. It creeps people out.
Just a joke. Sorry. Everything you see is everything that's present. For the moment, at least. Lighten up. The way I see it, people make death scarier than it really is. What people truly fear about departing this world is suffering and regret. To deal with the trauma, they let their imaginations run wild with notions of ghosts and evil spirits.
Yeah, I guess living so close would certainly give you a different perspective.
Oh, baseless fantasies. What we've ended up with is a topic that people are morbidly afraid of talking about. If I don't broach the subject, then Wangsheng Funeral Parlor won't be long for this world. Oh, more approachable and appeasable than you'd imagined?
Paimon wouldn't say that. Let's just say at least it didn't hurt us.
You must have come across a particularly ferocious entity. How should I put this? Most spirits are incapable of harming ordinary folks. The job of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is to guard the border between life and death. One component of this is correcting notions of death and the afterlife that people may hold. Simply put, for those unable to see the border, they're best kept as far away from it as possible. So for ordinary folks, the best case scenario is ignorance of all matters concerning spirits in the afterlife, or even better, a belief that none of it exists.
Then you really don't have any excuse for spooking the heck out of people.
You make it sound so abominable. I'm just trying to get them to see the humor in it all. I never thought you'd be such a bore. Never mind. If you stick by me, everything will become clear.
That's one heck of a promise.
All right, let's get going. Follow me.
Director, wait. What about Big G? Don't forget.
Big G? Who's that? We've been in Liyue for ages and never heard that name.
Oh, nothing. Just something Mung's been pleading with me to take care of. Should be a piece of cake.
Where are we going?
To visit an important potential client. I'll lead the way.
If you say so, Miss Hu Tao. Somehow, don't quite believe you. Off we go to find a potential client, I suppose. Don't need to climb that. Come on. Do better. Hello, sir. Please don't mind us.
Who are you?
Hello, I'm Hu Tao, director of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor.
Okay, so why would someone from Wangsheng Funeral Parlor be looking for me?
Nothing major. How are you feeling these days? Any aches or pains?
Oh yeah, that's not gonna freak him out.
You shouldn't ignore them, by the way. Very often they're an omen of something terminal. When we're healthy, it's easy to forget the crushing fragility of life. So, aches and pains, best to keep an eye on them.
What are you getting at? I'm in great health and enjoying life very much, thank you. Go and find some other poor soul. Goodbye.
Yeah, you freaked him out now. Come on, Hu Tao. Do better. I believe in you.
Why did they get angry? What's wrong with a few earnest health tips?
Hanman thinks it's because they're coming from the director of a funeral parlor.
Yeah, you know. Tends to freak people out a little bit.
So much stuff.
Just a hair. You know, I'm sure it's fine eventually. Apparently I already hit that.
And you are?
Hello there. Would you be interested in understanding a bit about our services at the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor?
Wangsheng Funeral Parlor? I'm not in need of your services. So you're out here looking for new customers? Don't you think this might be a bit of a crass way of going about it?
Hardly. Isn't this the fashion these days? Bring the service to the customer and all that.
I'm not sure it's every service that falls into that. Anyway, please bother someone else if you don't mind.
At least he is polite about it.
Another failure. Still, not the end of the world.
Our girl needs to learn to stop.
Curious. Does this approach ever work out for you?
Seems like it hasn't so far, but I guess you never know. Okay.
I know your face. The Wangsheng Funeral Parlor director, right? I'm sorry, I'm really in no need of it.
Don't apologize. Get to know us. We've got a new sale going on. Ever hear the saying, out with the old, in with the new? Well, going out with a bang is the best way to start off in style on the other side.
If you keep talking like this, I'll have to call the Millilith.
No. Okay, relax. We're leaving. But Wangsheng Funeral Parlor awaits your distinguished patronage.
You really don't give up, do you?
Are you trying to make me feel better? Well, thank you. Seems you understand me far better than most people.
Like, it's impressive you're still trying, I guess, but my goodness.
Not really. This is just getting really uncomfortable.
Business development? Is that what you see this as? Surely you don't think all that was business development?
Then what was it exactly? Traumatization for its own sake?
No. The business development ended after the discussion with the Adventurers Guild. I was helping to find somebody for Mung. You remember Big G? As it turns out, the Big G that Mung is looking for is a ghost adrift in the mortal realm. The three we saw just now were all people I suspected of being followed by Big G. But having seen them, I didn't sense the presence of anything otherworldly.
Oh, so that's what we were doing. All right.
So we just had a quick chat, and I left it at that.
Why didn't you say so? Paimon thought you had some kind of sixth sense for, people in declining health.
No, only people who might be stalked by a ghost.
Huh? What would I need that kind of ability for? I'm no doctor. Were you seriously hoping that the director of the Wangsheng funeral parlor was going to start healing people? Or...
Paimon was trying to subtly imply that... never mind. Paimon wouldn't know how to explain subtlety in a way you'd understand.
That is so offensive, though. Honestly, if she doesn't take that badly, be more impressed with her character than anything.
Well, let's leave that for now and head back to Wangsheng funeral parlor. This Big G matter is very closely linked to Meng.
Can we go do something else now, or are we still trapped? Really just want to do Lantern Rite. Fine. Nothing against her story quest, because I'm sure it's been very lovely and all. But Lantern Rite ends in 5 days. I don't have time for this. It'll be fine. Just vibing around in Liyue.
I'm afraid we're still no closer to finding Big G.
I see. Well, I'm just sorry for the trouble. We've already searched in all the likely places.
Who is this Big G anyway?
I guess I should start at the beginning. My home was in the vicinity of Wuwang Hill. In my youth, I had a good many friends there. Big G was one of them. We were the best of friends. Inseparable, really. But one day, there was an accident. And that was the end of him. I've never forgotten. Too many memories, I suppose. I often return to Wuwang Hill.
Hmm.
But recently, after one such visit, I started to feel strange. Now, every night, Big G appears in my dreams.
Oh, so you're being haunted then.
I can't help but wonder, did I disturb him somehow? Perhaps. I don't have proof, but I can't stop worrying. I get more anxious every day. How would I ever come to terms with my childhood friend becoming an evil spirit?
That's why he joined Wangsheng funeral parlor. In place of a salary, I'm helping him deal with this matter. And in fact, what Meng has said is entirely plausible. Spirits on occasion do find a way into our world. But as for evil spirits, I think you're scaring yourself. Even I have only encountered malevolent forces a handful of times.
But are you sure there's no danger? I couldn't bear for him to go around harming people.
You see what I mean? Look at the state of him. If we can't find Big G, it'll eat away at Meng forever. Those people we found today were also Meng's childhood friends. I thought there was a good chance Big G might have hidden among them. But here we are, empty-handed.
Hmm. That is a bit sad. Well, hopefully we have a break in that case soon.
Wuwang Hill, childhood friends? Seems like we're out of leads.
Or
Sorry, excuse
perhaps
me.
not.
Is this Wangsheng funeral parlor? My name's Luo Chung. I've had this awful feeling recently, like something staring at me. Some of my friends and I went to Wuwang Hill the other day on a dare. After I returned home, I fell ill. I've been having recurring nightmares, but the doctors can't find anything wrong with me. I think that it's a curse, right? I've been cursed by a demon.
I don't know about demon, but you're not the first.
Say no more. There's no doubt it's a demonic curse, all right, and a serious one at that.
You believe so too? Then it's just like they say in the tales of old. The vengeful spirits of the gods who fell in the Archon War return to cast their evil curses upon mortals. And if the curse isn't lifted, it will burn through the body, laying waste to flesh and bone. Oh, what a wretched end!
Alright, calm down a little bit, bro. You'll be fine.
The symptoms I'm having
Probably.
are just like those described in the tales.
Wuwang Hill? No, I don't think it was a curse. It was probably just Big G.
Hold your horses, both of you. There's no need to creep each other out.
Isn't that exactly what you like to do, though?
Wangsheng Funeral Parlor specializes in demonic stuff like this, right? Help me! I beg you! I'm too young to die!
All right. Don't panic. Leave it to me. You've come to the right person. However, in order to lift the curse, we need a suitable location, and we need to make some preparations. Come with me, my trusty assistants. I'm going to need your help.
I guess I'll come too.
Help him make the preparations first. The incense exorcism, the one I taught you. When you're ready, come and find me. Once we've finished with this, we'll get back to the Big G matter.
Okay, I guess.
Right. Let's go.
Poor Mong. Our guy, clearly is really hoping to get some help. Alright. Very well. Well, that's kind of far away. Where are we going exactly? Ah, over here. A random hill location. That's fun, I suppose. There are weirder places. I don't actually think I got any closer by doing that. I think we just got a different directions distance away. But I suppose it's downhill, so that must be better, right?
So, what mysterious rituals are you gonna perform here?
Hello.
No ritual at all. We just need to kill some time.
Eh?
Wait, you didn't take all that vengeful god's curse stuff seriously, did you? They were eradicated ages ago. You saw those two. One thinks he's been cursed, and the other one believes his friends turned into an evil spirit. It's hard to reason with them. Now you see why I believe that ordinary folks should be kept in the dark.
Generally pretty well, yeah. Doing some questing around Liyue. Hanging about, having kind of a chill evening here. Hope everything's going well for you too.
I've seen too many people lose their senses on account of things like this. If you want to calm them down, you need to convince them with something tangible. And the best way to do that is to make a great show of destroying the boogeyman they believe in before their very eyes.
Sounds like that might work. If you were trying to cheer up a 3-year-old.
Oh, Paimon.
Why would you ask that? Paimon just wants to know why we can't tell everyone the truth.
That doesn't work.
Because you can't guarantee that telling an ignorant person the truth will improve the situation instead of exacerbating it. What I can do is pretend to pull back anyone who believes their time is nigh. But since the curse is imaginary, our fix will also be make-believe.
Makes sense. But why would anyone believe that it's a curse?
Do you know the history of the Yaksha? They once fought against the ancient gods. They fought brilliantly in a battle that engulfed the whole world in darkness. Although the gods were defeated in the end, Their resentment persevered. That resentment turned into a pestilence spreading amongst the ordinary folk. Hysteric people mistook it for the curse of the gods. The plague took the lives of many, which only furthered its spread, as the dead were a breeding ground for the disease. Then someone discovered how to prevent it from spreading, purify the air, and burn the bodies of the deceased. The pioneers of these practices were, you guessed it, the founders of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor.
Uh-huh. Okay, so we're like kind of using science then to combat, which makes sense, I guess, although we are still heavily rooted in the mystic here.
Paimon didn't see that coming. Really?
Yes. Anyway, it took many years, but eventually the plague was completely eradicated. We've dealt with similar phenomena multiple times throughout the ages. Each time we successfully restored the balance between life and death. To sum it up, we are gatekeepers, guarding the border for the sake of both the living and the dead. So when I say this curse is just a figment of the imagination, I say it with more certainty than most. But I also can't really go telling people that the ancient plagues were real, or it would incite panic. Anyway, let's wait a bit more and get ready for the show. This leyline monolith will make for a really great prop.
This is basically a theater performance to make people feel better, isn't it? I mean, I guess we've done weirder things. At least it's all in the name of helping, although it's a fine line to walk.
Ah, you're finally here. We just finished our preparations. Now, look here. This device is used to drive away evil spirits. It'll absorb the curse inside you and cause it to take a physical form. But don't worry, the traveler here is a seasoned warrior and will assure our safety.
We've just been volunteered again. How rude.
Oh, right. I forgot to tell you. It'll be fine.
Appreciate the confidence, at least, I guess.
Will that really solve my problem?
Trust the director. She might look like a weirdo, but she's serious about everything she does.
How can you call me a weirdo? I mean, wouldn't you say it's more charmingly naive or disarmingly different? All right, let's get down to business. My glamorous assistant, please activate the device.
Alrighty then. I suppose so.
Is it really possible to materialize the curse?
Hear the echoes of the valley.
I'm counting on you!
Well, there we go. Some
Get to work. Suffer the wrath of each breath from the sky.
How are you feeling? Did the curse leave your body?
Yes, I feel more invigorated than ever before. I'm cured.
hey, success. Technically.
I can't express how grateful I am for your and the traveler's help. If it hadn't been for you, the curse would have taken my life.
Great. In which case, I guess now I can tell you. You've been pranked.
What?
This exorcism device? People like you wouldn't recognize it, but it's just an old ley line monolith deceptively effective at attracting monsters. And those were real monsters, not a manifestation of your curse. So riddle me this. If I didn't do anything to lift the curse, then what's the cause of your sudden recovery?
The curse wasn't real?
Hey, we got it. Nice job, Puto.
Then why was I sick?
Well, you caught a cold, ate something bad, or just scared yourself sick. It's anyone's guess, but I'm leaning towards the last option. Wouldn't be the first time in my career.
How unexpected.
I also didn't expect that, but still, I'd like to thank you.
Don't mention it. I found a way to deal with your fears this time, but I can't do it over and over again, so I'd appreciate it if you try not to give in to superstitions in the future. Human life is short. Enjoy it while it lasts.
Wow, what a weird thing to say. I shall head back. I'm sorry for troubling you.
I feel relieved to see that it wasn't Big G's doing. However, unless he crosses the border, There will be no end to his antics. Since we are done with the matter at hand, can we resume our search for Big G?
I believe that won't be needed. He found us first.
Big G?
Oh,
I didn't mean to bother you. Any of you.
oh, he's so little. Oh, that is a tiny little kid ghost.
This is Big G? He's just a child?
Oh, well, he is a spirit. It's quite normal that he looks just like he did when he left this world.
That's not what Paimon imagined when Paimon first heard the name Big G.
Let's bring him back to Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. We have much to do.
Going to have to help with the poor little baby ghost. It's like definitely the worst type of ghost. Still stuck. Hey. No, apparently not.
Oh,
Okay, time to pressure her and see if we can get anything else out of her about this ritual and her clearly slightly suspicious plans.
yep. So we thought we'd come hang out with you. What were you looking at just now?
Jinx? What exactly?
Huh? Wait, are they?
Oh, she's so little! Oh my goodness, with her little pigtails! Oh no. Oh, that's like. It's gotta make this whole situation kind of rough, huh?
That's
For
awful.
her
So,
in
is that
particular.
what made Wulong Hill the way it is today?
That's one heck of a mistake. Ouch.
Sounds like you blame your dad for all this.
Sounds like there might have been something else at play, given how good you say he was.
But maybe the question is, why did he mess up? But doesn't that show how much he cared? You don't need to be so hard on him. Sure, he made a mistake, but he can't have meant for things to turn out this way.
Like, I get the point, but also, that's like a lot of people dead. Still a little surprising considering how suspicious you were being earlier, Miss Hutao.
Alright, in that case, Paimon has one last question. Earlier, you said that no one will have to die when the array is activated. Is that the truth?
Okay. This is one of those cases where missing the voice acting is really throwing me because I don't know what tone of voice that's meant to be in.
Okay. That's all Paimon wanted to hear.
But Paimon's not completely gullible, so maybe it was meant to be serious. Guess we'll have to wait and see.
After all that's happened, Paimon's not even sure what's going on anymore.
Actually, I'm not surprised in the slightest. Remember what I said? There's only so many evil spirits in this world. It was a twist of fate that made him leave Wuwang Hill in the first place. Now, for some reason, he can't go back.
This explanation sounds a bit far-fetched to Paimon.
Actually, she pretty much summed it up.
Huh?
Don't ever question my professional instincts.
Apparently we shouldn't.
I just wanted to check up on my friends. That's why I came to Liyue Harbor. I promise I wasn't up to any mischief. I never wanted to scare anyone. A few days ago, some people came to Wuwang Hill on a dare. I heard them saying they'd come from Liyue Harbor, so I followed one of them back and ended up here.
Ah, it must have been poor Luocheng that you followed. Maybe he didn't notice you, but he could still feel your presence. Now we know what caused his nightmares.
Seems like he was being watched.
I was discovered?
Well, I assume so, otherwise he wouldn't have been scared half to death.
Yeah, Hutao and Meng were searching for you all over the place.
Oh, that's because I couldn't find them. It's my first time in Liyue Harbor, and I got lost in the city.
Of course you did.
Now that you mention it, Big G always had a poor sense of direction. When we were kids, he'd never go down the hill by himself. We always had to lead him.
So, all of this was just because you got lost?
Yeah, you know. He's little still.
Why didn't you just fly? Like any other ghost or spirit? Don't you think it's much easier to find your way from up above?
I can't.
What do you mean you can't?
It's too high for me.
Oh.
I get scared.
Oh, we got stuck with the one ghost who's afraid of heights.
That's right, yes! He used to be so afraid of heights that he wouldn't even so much as look down the hill. You haven't changed a bit.
I knew I wasn't supposed to show myself to the living, and with so many people walking around Liyue Harbor, my only choice was to hide. I wouldn't have found you if it weren't for the Leyline Monolith's call.
I'm so relieved that you haven't become an evil spirit.
Like I said, don't ever doubt my professional instincts. Now, all we have to do is escort this lost child back to Wuwang Hill, and we should be done and dusted.
But he just said he wanted to visit his friends. Apart from me, there's also Little Wu, Mumu, and Songza.
Well, if that's the case, we can't let him down. We'll ask them all to help us prepare a farewell ceremony for Big G. Meng and I will escort Big G back to Wuwang Hill. You meet with those three and ask them for keepsakes to symbolize each one of them during the ritual, then come and find us.
They're all friends. Can't we just go there all together? Or maybe we can take Big G to them.
Paimon, haven't you been listening? We're not supposed to tell other people about the spirits. Doesn't go well.
That's not a good idea. I don't want to scare them.
I wouldn't want ordinary folks to become superstitious. The less they know, the better. So be careful what you say when you collect the keepsakes.
Alright, we'll try, I guess.
Going with Hutao's plan? At least by keeping things low-key, we won't be giving anyone nightmares.
Alright, well, I think that's a decent enough spot to stop for this evening, so we'll call it there. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. It was a pretty good time. Chill story, running around doing some Lantern Rite stuff. And my next stream should be tomorrow evening, later, so more like 7 p.m. EST, maybe even 8 p.m. EST. So you can catch me then. And then beyond that, we're kind of off schedule for a little bit here. So no specific next dates or times. Just kind of be playing by ear, so you can check out the Discord if you want updates on when I will be streaming. But either way, hope you have a super awesome morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever time it is for you. Have a good one.